Hey, beautiful people, it's your girl T, and I'm back. It's been a minute, and I'm so sorry, but life happens and we must move forward, you know? So I just want to say welcome to those people who are new coming to my channel today to take a peek. And thank you to those who have subscribed. I really appreciate you. You just don't really know. From the bottom of my heart, I appreciate you and all the nice comments and the love that you share. So I'm here to do a coloring tag. I was tagged to do this coloring tag. It's called Coloring Tag 2019. And the originator of it is Lisa from Lisa Loves. And I will actually have a link to her channel down in the description. And I was tagged by the lovely Lovella from Lovella's Coloring. And I also have her listed down in the the description below. So I figured, let me go ahead and do this. I think it was a tag from a couple months ago, maybe last month, 2 months ago, and I'm just getting around to doing it, but better late than never. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So the first question in this, or the first thing that you had to do in this coloring tag was to introduce the coloring books that you are currently working on. So I decided I have some whips. I haven't really worked on them very much, but I wanted to share those with you. Okay, so the first whip I have is from Magical Dawn. I'll zoom in just a little bit. Okay, and again, it's Magical Dawn by Hannah Carlson. And I have a whip in here that I'm working on. This page right here, using Faber-Castell colored pencils. And so I have to finish that. I started this when I was on a trip, and I never got around to finishing it. So I'll go ahead and try to work on that soon. The next book that I'm working on is Grayscale Victorian Coloring Book, and that's by Elena Lazareva. And I'm working on, this is a whip I'm working on right now. I'm not really happy with my curtains, but that's just the first layer, so I know they're going to be deep purple. But I really had to work the pencil in this, and I don't know, to me it looks like it's burnished too much, but I'm going to go ahead and finish it anyhow. It's going to be nice when it's done, when I finally do finish it. So that one. I have 2 whips in Daydreams currently, and this one I'm working on for fall. This one I just have to do the background, and that will be complete. And then I'm working on this with my friend. She has, she's out of work because she's ill. And we started this picture together, so we color this only when we're together. So I'm not really liking the skin, but I'm going to fix all of that. But I like the hair, so I think it'll be nice when it's done. Another thing that I'm working on is I'm redoing all of my swatches for all of my pencils. Let me zoom back out. And so I'm going through, and it's alphabetical order for the most part, and just pretty much, charting every single pencil that I want. That's either a partial set, like here, Caran d'Ache Museum Aquarelle. That's a pencil I want. I only have a few colors, so I'm just charting all of them. And so far, I'm all the way through to, I've done my Mitsubishi. So I'm done with the M's, I believe. I think I have a couple more in the M's, but yeah, so I'm working on that. Just wanted to have all in a central location in a really nice hardbound book, to reference. That's taken me, I've been working on that for months. All right, another thing that I'm working on are completing 2 coloring books. So I'm in the process of trying to complete 2 full books. And, you know, that's been tough, but, you know, I'm hoping I'll finish by the end of the year. This is the first book, Doodles in Outer Space, illustrated by Irvin Renyada. Okay, so I'll just kind of flip through. I've already done all the backgrounds in marker. And so basically I have to go through and add color to the pages and shading. So pretty much this is a marker base. As you can see, marker base. And then I'll go through and shade with Crayola colored pencils. This is when I finished. There's not very many finished in here, but I'm working on it. This is a finished one. Another finished one. So this is going to take a while. I'm hoping I can finish, but I'm trying. I have all of those to go. Okay, so I'm working on that. That's to finish this year. And another book that I'm working on finishing is Romantic Country. And I think I have, about 30 pages left in here. I'll share some of them. This one I'm doing last. As you can see, some colors have come through, so I have to figure out how to fix that. But yes, I'm working on this book. I've done a lot of pages. And what I've done is I've based the pages with Lyra Aquarelle, and then I'm going back and doing shading and stuff. So this is what it looks like before I've added any shading, and this will be what it looks like when I'm done shading and highlighting these pictures like this. I will be adding backgrounds to this, but I'm using soft pastels also for this. So yeah, I've done quite a bit in here. So yes, that's a book that I'm going to be finishing by the end of this year. The second thing that we had to do in this tag was to name your top 3 illustrators. And that was very hard, and I think that was a really unfair and kind of mean question or a mean thing for us to have to do, because there's so many illustrators out there, and it was so hard for me to choose. I mean, I just chose them because I really like the line art in the books, or because of, you know, it's whimsical or unique in some kind of way. So the first illustrator that I'm really loving right now is Anastasia Ellie Koldareva. And so I'll just show you guys. The images in these books are just absolutely gorgeous. I love the line art. I just love the women in the pictures. It's just so beautiful. I think I've only done 2 in here, yes. So, I mean, this is just gorgeous. Okay, and this one here is Mysteria. Okay, and then the second one is Nocturnes. I have not colored anything in this book yet. I am going to be doing a buddy color, doing this page here, and going to be starting that hopefully before the end of the year. But the images are just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, I think this is my favorite this year. One of my favorites for the year. Oh, just gorgeous. All right, so again, that was Anastasia Ellie Koldareva. The second illustrator that I chose was Rita Berman. Rita Berman. There's like 6 books. Yes. 4, 5, 6. No, 7. 7 books that I have of hers. And they are all just lovely books. This one here is, I don't know what this means, but pretty much it's the Mein Frühling Spaziergang, Mein Herbstspaziergang, Mein Summer, Mein Winter, and that's all in one book, basically. These 4 are in one. So basically you have, you know, all of the seasons in one book. And I wanted to have that because, you know, it's pretty cool to just have her books. The images are just so whimsical. You can complete a picture in less, you know, a little amount of time because the books are small. So to have a small book like this and be so pretty, I think is just awesome. I've done a few in here. You can see some of the images, just so pretty. Just very nice book. And this is the autumn one. I should keep this one out because I am doing fall coloring right now. So I think I will keep it out and not put it away. There's mushrooms, leaves, carrots, cord. I mean, this is just really, really nice. Then we have the summer one. I didn't color any of this summer. Is this summer? Yes. Did I say summer? Yeah, summer. I've colored some in here, but not very many. So, but yes, that's the summer one. Then we have the winter, so I'll probably keep this one out too. So we're getting close to winter. Some Christmas coloring. Really, really nice images in here. I started this one in California and did not finish, so I need to put a tag on it because it is a whip. Really, really nice. And then the last two are, I think this is under the looking under the water or something like that. I'm not really sure, guys. I should have. I think I wrote it inside the book. Some of them I did write what it meant inside of the book, but this is under the water, so under the sea. And I had to have this one because I loved the images. Oh my gosh, her drawing is just absolutely beautiful. Look at that. Just beautiful. Okay, and then this one's the under, I want to say under the magnifying glass on land, maybe. I'm not sure. But look at that. The pineapple is really nice. You have animals. Beetles. I love this. It's really, really nice. So, you know, I had to have these. They're so cute. This one I have not colored in either, so I have a lot of coloring to do. All right, and the third and final illustrator that I've chosen for my top 3 was Nick Filbert, or, because I'm not going to say his whole name because I can't really pronounce it, but Nick Filbert. He goes by Nick Filbert, and he's the illustrator of Fantasia, Irene, and Serene. These 2 books I almost could not get copies of, and I lucked out, and I'm so grateful for that. But the images are amazing. I don't know if you kind of get an idea of the kind of things that I like just by looking at some of the books I've chosen. I like really unique and original type of illustrations. And I'm really, really, when I first saw his illustrations, I was totally in awe of it. So I had to get these books. And when I first tried to get, when I first tried to get a copy of Serene, which is here, there were no more copies. And I had found somebody, I forget who it was in the United States, selling this book. And I said, oh my God, they're selling that book. I gotta have it. So I picked up Serene. The images in here, again, absolutely beautiful. The paper's thick. You can use water medium if you want to. I won't do a complete flip through because I have one on my channel already. But as you can see, the images are just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous. And I think I did one in here. Let me see. I think I did one. Yes, I did her. So, but yes, this is a really awesome book. If you're able to get your hands on this, I would definitely get it. And the last one I was able to get my hands on, shipped directly from Nick Filbert himself, was Irene. He signed the book as well. This also came with a poster, and I gave the poster away to someone who's a subscriber who was not able to get her hands on this book, and I wanted to be nice and send her that poster so she could have something from the book. So as you can see, I mean, this is just absolutely beautiful. All of this, I just love it. And I also have this book, a complete flip through on my channel as well. All right. So the next thing we had to do was indicate what our favorite type of coloring, it says, what is your favorite type of coloring? Meaning, like, do you like grayscale, mandalas? What is it that you like? I would say in the top, very top, coloring that I like to do is grayscale. Okay. Grayscale. Not a lot of people like grayscale. And I know why. Because some of the grayscale books that you purchase, sometimes the grayscale is so dark or too light that you really cannot, color those pictures because you can't see where the lines stop, start, or the grayscale is too dark and you're not able to, the color doesn't show through the black. So, Color My Sketchbook, Bennett Klein grayscale books are, to me, in the top 5. Okay, the grayscale is awesome. Not too dark, not too light. You can see where the lines start, stop from the light and the darks. So I'm more inclined to color a Bennett Klein grayscale than some of the others that are out here. Also, this one is a great one. Colin Thompson's Fantasious Mall Book. Some of this is dark. However, this grayscale book is great. You can, again, see where to start, where to finish, as far as the lines are concerned. I think I've done one in here. I just love this. This book is great. Yes, I've done that one. And I think I did one in the back just to test. Yes, I did the chair in the back. So yes, this is a great one to get if you're looking for a nice grayscale book. And this one is kind of intimidating because there's a lot going on. But, with these darker colors here, the darker gray, you would use your darkest colors. So it's just also learning how to color grayscale. And I learned that actually in university because we had to do grayscale coloring and stuff like, not coloring, but grayscale. We had to do grayscales and we learned how to actually apply color to that. So this is another book that I'm really enjoying as far as grayscale is concerned. It's the Jane Madej Adorable Animals grayscale coloring book. This one also has great grayscale. You see it's light, but not too light. You can see where to stop. You can see where to begin. There are no super, super dark pictures. And it's just a really, really fun, cute little book. And I've only done one picture, which is the bunny. And I was so proud of this. Oh, and I did this with Faber-Castell. And they love this paper. The paper is really it's on the thick side. It's kind of smooth, but it loved this paper. Those pencils did. Okay. All right, the next thing, your favorite coloring medium. My favorite coloring mediums, obviously, are colored pencils. I am a colored pencil freak, if you want to say that. Colored pencil crazy head, whatever. I love colored pencils. I have more than 20 sets of colored pencils. And I just love them. I love color pencils, watercolor pencils, ink tints. Pencil form for me is great. I love it. To me, you have a lot of control over it. It's more they're more forgiving, and you can add layers to build colors and stuff like that, and create colors by building layers. So I really like that about color pencils. And I'm also really into the water soluble crayons, like the Neo Color 2s, the Lure Aquarelle. I'm really into those. I don't know if there are any other brands out there that I would be interested in, because I've learned how to use those two. With the most let me take that back. I've learned how to use those two, the Neo Color 2s and the Lure Aquarelle, and I like the effects that I can get with those. And some of the other ones that are like more budget friendly, I get frustrated with them because they don't, the colors just don't blend really well to me. Okay. All right. So my least favorite coloring medium is going to be markers. Markers. And because they are not forgiving. Markers, once you mess up, you're done. Your picture is done. Unless you have a duplicate page, forget about it. You might have to buy a new book just to color a picture. So although I have markers, I'm really particular as to when I'm using them. And typically I'm using them in the Create Space paper books, Creative Haven, and that's about it as far as markers are concerned. I have Crayola Super Tips, I have Sharpies, I have the alcohol markers, I have fine liners, I have Stabilos, I have a lot of different markers, but they are just not my favorite. So, also too, going back to the favorite medium, I also like using watercolors. So, yes. All right. So the next question was, how many coloring books have you completed? So far, I've only completed these two. Desert Wonderland by Rachel Reinhardt and Country Charm by Teresa Goodrich. Okay. And I have these on my channel as well. You can go and check those out. I'll just show you a few pictures. This book fell apart on me, so I wasn't happy about that. I should have gotten it spiral bound when I had the first page coming out, but I've just gone in and added some tape. And so this was really fun to do. I got tired of coloring cactus. And so I had to get creative with some of these pictures, So, but yes. Desert Wonderland. And then Country Charm. Excuse me. And this one was also really fun to do. Did this in my Facebook group with a bunch of other ladies, and we really enjoyed doing this as a buddy color. So in my group next year, we'll be tackling, Gnomes in the Neighborhood as our full book buddy color for the year. So we will be challenging ourselves to finish that Gnomes in the Neighborhood by Denise Klett. All right. And then we are being asked to state what our favorite coloring book series is. So right now, my favorite coloring book series is going to be Creative Haven, but specifically the Teresa Goodrich books. Okay, I love Teresa Goodrich books for a series. There's something in her books that anyone and everyone would like to color. If you don't like coloring animals, You know, that's okay because there are some pictures that don't have animals, that have other cute, fun things. So this is the one I'll be doing for Christmas. I'm coloring in this one. I'm also coloring in the autumn scenes right now. There's romantic country. And so there's a lot of different Creative Haven books by Teresa Goodrich, and that is my favorite series right now. Okay. All right. The last question. How many coloring books do you have in your collection? I stopped counting actually when I was doing your Color Your Hoard, because my goal was to, whenever a book comes in, one book has to go out. But I got to the point where the books that had to go out were non-existent because I wanted all the books that were in there in my collection. So if I were to give a guess, I'm going to say I have more than 225 books. And that is a lot of books. To some, that may not be a lot, but to others, that is tons. And I've been blessed to be able to find books on clearance and be gifted books and things like that. So, you know, I don't take for granted that I have them. I love all the books. At one point, I was coloring one page in every book. And I met that goal, I think, a couple of years ago. But since I've gotten more books, some pages have not been colored in a lot of those books. So that's why I decided to do the Color Your Hoard with Lovella and I think Kylara. And so far, it's not working out as much as I wanted it to, because I'm working on some full books and they're taking up my time. So that is it for the questions for the coloring tag. Now, again, the originator of the coloring tag was Lisa from Lisa Love. I'll have her link to her channel or to that video in the description. So if you wanted to do it yourself, you could. You don't have to be tagged to do it. I was tagged by Lovella. And now I'm tagging Andrea Figueredo, Shalene from the Coloring Book Nook, and Camille Bell. And I chose two people that, you know, that I subscribe to, that seem kind of quiet. Andrea doesn't really seem quiet, but Camille kind of seems quiet. I shouldn't really say that because I don't really know her, but I like how calm she is. And I was like, I wonder what she would say, how she would answer these questions. And Andrea has a lot of energy, and I love that about her. And so I wanted to see those questions as well. Shalene, I've been watching her for a long time. I love her too. So I know Shalene will have some good answers for those questions as well. So if you were not tagged by anyone, again, you can also do this coloring tag. I'll list the questions in the description as well, and links to some other the originators video. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Until next time, take care.